What's up guys, Corey coming to you live from the TacToys HQ, and in this video I'm going to do a very quick review on our brand new scope. This one's basically a 3 to 9 times zoom scope for your snipers or your DMR build. Let's get right to it. It might be hard to see from this distance, so I will do some close-up shots for you, but fundamentally this is a full metal scope. It comes with 2 little lens caps on either end. One end is yellow, one end is clear. Can definitely take them off as soon as you get them out of the box. Now the first thing you're going to do when you get it is probably look through it and see it's extremely blurry, but don't worry, you got all of the adjustment points on this scope that you need. No matter how bad or good your sight is, you're going to be able to look through it. Sighting in the scope, you've got the caps here. There's one in the middle right here, and then there's one on the side as well. What you want to do is actually remove those caps all the way here. I'll show you a close-up shot. You're just going to be adjusting this point left or right. That's going to be left or right. And then this one here is going to be up or down. Just look through the scope while you're doing it so that you can see exactly where you're going to be putting it. And I recommend doing it at about 15 to 20 meters. If your blaster is powerful enough, go up to 30 meters if you really want to. But again, we're playing with gel blasters here, so keep that in mind. Now, the second point just here, the second dial, is actually your zoom. You'll see on the side it says 3 and number 9 at the end. So obviously, that's going to be your guys' zoom. It starts at 9, twisting right, so clockwise. You're actually going to be reducing the zoom. So twist it all the way right, just so that you can get to 3, and it's going to be a lot easier to scope in and also focus. Speaking of focus, it's just on the end here. The place that you look into, it's right on the end. So you're twisting that left or right, depending on how good or bad your eyesight is. Just note that you can use this with glasses because your eye's not going to be directly on the lens. It's actually going to be back a little bit. You'll get used to it. It feels a little bit weird initially, but I would say you're sitting about 5 to 10 centimeters back from the scope when you are looking through it. You'll understand what I mean when you do get it. And don't worry, it does come with the mounting points as well. It will need 20mm Picatinny railing and a decent amount of space on that top rail for it to fit. So obviously don't buy this if you want to chuck it on a pistol or possibly even an MP7. I think you might even be struggling with the size of the Steyr top rail, so do check just before you purchase it that you think you do have enough railing. Here's what it looks like when you do look through it. You'll see, of course, we have the standard red and green option and the brightness. So if you want it to be red and quite dim because it is nighttime, all you do is put it on 1 red. And if you want it extremely bright green, you put it on 5 green. If you own a Gel Blaster Sniper, you already know that the scopes that come with it are basically pointless. If you're considering a new scope, don't even look anywhere else. This is absolutely perfect. Honestly, shooting an M24 or an SSG with this scope on is such a good feeling when you have it dialed in. Putting this on a can and then firing it and actually hitting it feels so awesome. Even though it's a toy, I understand that, but still, you have to experience it if you own one of them. Overall, for the price, you honestly can't beat something like this. Obviously, it's not up there with a military grade scope. Definitely not for this price, but don't mistake that for bad quality. This is an absolute beast of a scope and I would recommend it to anyone. If you did want one but you didn't think you could afford it, well, now you can with the pay it later system. Get this scope right now and then pay it off in installments as you go. It's available at checkout. This is Corey from TacToys. Happy blasting.